Hey, love. Last night something unexpected happened, and everything shifted between my family and me in a way I never imagined. It was supposed to be a warm, peaceful evening, a night filled with soft lights, quiet joy, and the familiar comfort that always comes when everyone is gathered together. The house was glowing. The air felt gentle. Everything looked exactly the way it was meant to look when people come together to share love and laughter. For a few moments, I let myself believe that the night would just pass like any other. Simple, calm, predictable. But something inside me wouldn't stay quiet. Something in my heart kept growing heavier, like a truth begging to be spoken. Even though the atmosphere around me was calm, inside I felt a storm building. My heart wasn't restless because of them. It was restless because I knew I couldn't keep holding in what I had been hiding for so long. What I said to them later that night wasn't sudden. It wasn't impulsive. It wasn't careless. It was something I had been thinking about for months, something I had been wrestling with, something I had been preparing myself to face, even though I knew it would change everything. Before I spoke, I thought about every outcome, every reaction, every possibility. I knew what might go wrong. I knew where the conversation could lead. I knew what kind of silence I might walk into after the truth left my mouth. But even with all of that in mind, I still knew I had to do it. I couldn't live halfway anymore. I couldn't hide something so real, so deep, so important, not from them and not from myself. So I waited until the moment felt right, until the room softened, until the noise faded, until the conversation slowed just enough that there was space for something real to be said. And then, in one breath I had held inside me for far too long, I told them the truth that has shaped every part of my heart. I told them that you are the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. The moment the words left my mouth, the entire room transformed. It was like everything froze. Every sound disappeared. Every small movement stopped. The air grew heavier, almost dense, as if the truth itself had weight. And then I looked at their faces, motionless, stunned, unprepared. The silence that followed was unlike anything I had ever felt before. It wasn't peaceful. It wasn't thoughtful. It was sharp, cold, almost painful. I had imagined so many versions of this moment in my head. I pictured them smiling, maybe asking gentle questions, showing curiosity, even excitement that I had found someone who means so much to me. I pictured understanding. I pictured warmth. I pictured support. But instead, there was disbelief, shock, confusion. Then the questions began. Are you sure? Have you thought this through? Why now? Is this really what you want? Each question felt like a challenge, as though they believed I hadn't spent countless nights thinking about us, imagining a future with you, dreaming of a life built hand in hand. Their disbelief wasn't subtle. It was strong. You could hear it in their tone, see it in their eyes, feel it in the uncomfortable space between their words. It wasn't anger. It wasn't frustration. It was a lack of understanding, like they couldn't see what I see, couldn't feel what I feel, couldn't understand the depth of love that lives inside me for you. But even with their hesitation, I stood my ground, because this is the one truth in my life that has never wavered. My love for you isn't light, it isn't fragile, and it isn't temporary. It is steady, it is rooted, it is unshakable. I didn't stumble into loving you, I grew into it. And now that I'm here, there is nothing that can move me away from what I know deep inside. I need you to understand something clearly. Even though their reaction wasn't what I hoped for, nothing changed inside my heart. Not one thing. You are still the person I choose every single day. You are still the future I want. You are still the home I feel safe in. And no amount of hesitation, confusion, or shock from anyone else can shift that. I know the value of what we have. I know the strength behind it. I know its purpose. What I told them wasn't a moment of rebellion. It wasn't a moment of recklessness. It was a moment of truth, a truth that had lived inside me long before I ever found the words to express it. That truth is you, your presence, your love, your place in my heart. I won't pretend that the conversation was easy. It wasn't. I had to push through fear, through uncertainty, through the worry of disappointing people who have known me all my life. But I would say it again if I had to. I would face the silence again. I would face the questions again. I would face all of it again because loving you is worth that courage. You are worth the courage it takes to speak the truth, even when the room is not ready to hear it. Even now, as the night is behind me and the emotions have settled into something quieter, I still feel the same. Nothing about my love has changed. Nothing about my commitment has shifted. You are the person I see beside me through everything, through storms, through celebrations, through the ordinary days when life is gentle and the hard days when life demands strength. I want you to know something even more important. I'm not leaving them behind. I'm not breaking away from my family. I'm giving them time. I'm giving them space. I'm giving them room to understand something that came so naturally to me, but was new and unexpected for them. I'm willing to have the conversations. I'm willing to explain. I'm willing to bridge whatever distance exists between their fears and my truth. Because in the end, I want them to see what I see. I want them to feel what I feel. And I believe that one day, with time, they will. And now, love, I need to tell you what the cards are showing about your financial path. Because as emotional as last night was, your future is just as important. Right now, you may be standing in a place where you're questioning your direction, wondering how to find real stability, wondering what step will finally open the door to the abundance you've been working toward. It's possible you're juggling several ideas at once, thinking about multiple paths, multiple options, multiple dreams, but you're unsure which one leads to long-term success. Spirit is encouraging you not to limit yourself. Don't assume that only one path is the right one. Don't assume that your first idea is your final idea. Keep yourself open. Let new opportunities come to you. Explore, learn, experiment. Abundance often comes from the direction you least expect, and right now, flexibility is your greatest advantage. There is also something from your past, an opportunity or idea you once held close, that is resurfacing. It might be creative. It might be entrepreneurial. It might be something you once dreamed about but never fully pursued. Spirit is telling you to look at it again. Reconsider it. There may be potential there that you didn't see the first time. Sometimes timing is everything, and now the timing is different. Your communication skills are highlighted as well. Anything involving speaking, teaching, explaining, storytelling, creating content, helping others understand, or using your voice can bring real success. You have the ability to connect with people in a way that leaves an impact. Don't underestimate that gift. More importantly, the cards are reminding you of something powerful. Validation from others feels good, but your financial success does not depend on anyone's approval. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need agreement to move toward your dreams. You have the motivation. You have the discipline. You have the wisdom. And you have the instinct that knows exactly when to take calculated risks. Revisit your passions, the things that once lit your heart on fire. They may hold the key to your next breakthrough. Your abundance doesn't lie in something random or meaningless. It lies in something that aligns with who you truly are. Stay focused. Stay patient. Stay open. The universe isn't withholding abundance from you. It's aligning the right opportunities in your path. And through all of this, your truth, your growth, your journey, I'm here, standing beside you, choosing you, loving you, and building the future we've both dreamed of, one honest moment at a time.